Hey everyone, this is Oscar, your health plan coach, and listen, in this episode, I talked to Jeff Arredondo. Jeff is in Denver, Colorado. He's a senior advisor with Growth Management Group. We're going to find out more about what Jeff does in this episode. Hey, welcome everybody. This is Oscar, your health plan coach. I got another episode here. I'm going to talk today with Jeff Arredondo. Jeff Arredondo from Colorado. I'm going to let Jeff kind of talk a little bit about where his company's at right now, where he works at, and what he does. So, Jeff, let me know a little bit what you're doing right now.
Sure. Thank you, Oscar. So I am a senior advisor with Growth Management Group.
Okay.
And our company helps businesses with cash flow optimization. So we help businesses in a couple of different ways. We help them uncover opportunities with overpaid business expenses. And also we help them with accessing federal tax credits.
Right.
And so we're able to help businesses generate cash flow and money to help them with the ability to, pay their expenses for their business, expand, hire more employees. And so our services have been able to help thousands of businesses around the country of all types and sizes since 2004. And so really excited about what I'm involved with.
Do you have any examples of some businesses you've been able to help to get a little bit clearer picture of how you work?
Oh, sure, yeah. So I've been able to help a client recently that is a restaurant, and they are a Chinese restaurant. And so their credit card revenues running about, let's say, $3 million a year out of a $5 million revenue. And so we approached them to go ahead and audit their credit card merchant statements. And it's something to where there's a lot of errors in there, and people want to make sure that they know that they're paying the right the right fees for the credit card merchant agreement that they have. So we were able to save them $150,000 over a 3-year period. And so they were just really grateful for that.
That's awesome. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a really good example. So, if I was somebody that wanted to work with you, kind of walk me through what's one of the things we would first need to do to kind of launch and get started.
Oh, sure. So the first thing that we'd want to do is basically just go ahead and we could set up a quick call or a Zoom call, and then we have some proprietary software that it just asks questions. Do you own a commercial building? How many employees do you have, and what's your payroll? Um, and and things like that. And so basically, it allows us to kind of check to see if there's an opportunity to help them. Kind of if they meet the minimum benchmarks for the different programs. And within about, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes tops, we can go ahead and just see what those opportunities are, and then kind of go to the next step there as far as, hey, well, let's go ahead and have a call with one of the sales managers, so we can kind of take a look at some documents, for example, on a building. Hey, let's go ahead and take a look at the depreciation schedule, and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at your credit card merchant statements, and then just to kind of just see if we can really establish that we can really help them, and that's kind of like the process.
So how long has growth management been around? What's been
since 2004.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And is it you, or is it you and some other partners?
So I'm, I'm a senior advisor. I'm actually a contracted sales representative.
Okay,
Our office is in the Detroit area,
nice.
and so I'm one of senior advisors with Growth Management Group that helps business owners taking a look at their cash flow.
So what's one of your favorite ways to work with somebody? Like what's kind of a you have anything in mind, like somebody that you really kind of enjoyed bringing on, or some kind of highlight event of something you've done recently when you worked with a client?
Yeah. So I've had the fortune of working with a group of let's say people that are kind of in the financial sector, financial advisors and things like that. So we've been able to work together with some clients, and they have clients that where they can see the opportunities for us to maybe help them, and so it's been really good. Been able to help, a couple of clients there, with their cash flow. And so it seems to be a good partnership because we're able to help the financial advisor, kind of sell more of what they need to sell by helping them with their clients, find that money
Mm,
to help them, and, invest that money with them. So,
right. Then
yeah.
do you need to be a brick and mortar business to work with you, or is it anybody online?
I'd say really more the target market would probably be more, brick and mortar. Online is okay, but we're looking with people with, our target would be somebody that has $5 million in revenue, owns their building, has some employees. If they're in maybe the technology or manufacturing space, we can look at research and development credits, and things like that there. So I'd say companies with kind of more of a footprint there, because some of the online businesses can be kind of small. So they just really don't see where we can offer them, any value. So, yeah.
Is anybody doing what you're doing? And if so, what kind of sets you apart? What's a little bit different about what you guys do?
Yeah, I know that there are other companies that do what we do. Um, all our whole approach is to help businesses with their cash flow, with the end goal of helping them with financial planning and exit planning. So our approach is to go ahead and maybe help a business owner with a pain point that they're having, like for example, the credit card merchant auditing service, so that we can establish, a relationship with them, and then hopefully that'll lead to conversations regarding, hey, let's talk to you, the owner, about financial planning and exit planning. And so I think that's the strategy and our approach that sets us apart from our competitors. So.
Good, good. And Jeff, as a senior advisor, what's probably the what's probably your best skill set? What do you think you're really good at when you work with a client? And what makes you kind of somebody unique that we'd want to be able to work with?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, sure. I think that what I bring is just the ability to connect with people of all walks of life. I've been a business owner. I owned a driving school. Um, and I think just being a business owner allows me to really identify with, the opportunities and the responsibilities of being a business owner. Um, and then working for the last 10 years insuring commercial businesses from a property and casualty standpoint with liability and property and workers compensation policies. I have been working with business owners for a long time, and so and also training other commercial insurance agents on how to properly insure their business clients. So I bring the ability to, I think, really see a lot of different perspectives from business owners, and just understanding the ebbs and flows of different businesses. There's a lot of commonalities, And in the end, I think, all businesses, want to be profitable. But, I've been able to talk to, successfully with business owners regarding, hey, let's take a look at the kind of like the big, vision of your business,
Right.
the forest from the trees. And so, I think that's what makes me somebody that I think is good at what I do. So
That's perfect. And
yeah,
I mean, I know you're located just like me. I mean, this COVID has kind of brought about the ability and the need to be virtual. Do you work in different states other than your home state with clients?
yeah.
Yeah.
We have a nationwide footprint, so we can help any business in any state. And like most businesses, I do mostly Zoom just because of COVID.
Mhm.
It's so that's what
So
So
everybody got used to doing, I know. Just like in my
yeah,
business.
exactly. Yeah. So
Well, all right.
yeah.
So I kind of know a little bit about what you do. Kind of, I want to know maybe what's it like? What's Jeff like? What does Jeff Arredondo like to do other than when he's not working?
Yeah, when I'm not working. Yeah. Well, I'm a huge nature lover. So for example, this morning it snowed a foot last night. So I was out in it. It was 18 degrees. Put on my boots and went out for a walk and a lot of times I'll just find nature out there. I love to cycle. I'm also an avid cook. I like to try lots of different ways of cooking things and constantly experimenting, things like that. So, you know, I'd say for me, perfect day off would be going to explore a new restaurant that I haven't tried, or maybe a new hiking trail or something like that. So um, that's kind of, I guess, kind of me when I'm not working. So
Very envious. I mean, obviously, Colorado has some great hiking, some great outdoor activity weather to do that in. I mean, very obvious.
yeah,
Uh, yeah,
yeah,
and
it's kind of a natural here. That's we're just very fortunate to have the mountains, and so it just lends itself to extensive hiking and snowshoeing and kind of getting that out there in nature. So it's a perfect recharge to go hit it again as far as going back to work.
plus
So
a lot of good eateries, a lot of good microbreweries.
yeah, definitely. Denver's real hot with a lot of that type of scene, and lots of innovation going on. Lots of entrepreneurs, lots of tech and things like that. So it's a constantly changing environment with a lot of vibrancy and a lot of people that are really interesting to meet because they're all bringing new concepts or a twist on something that is just really cool to hear. And it seems to be a lot of that here in the Colorado area. It seems to be kind of like a mecca for that. So I'm always running into interesting people that are setting up new businesses it's just very very interesting. So
So, Jeff, just to wrap up, I mean, what's the best way for them to get hold of you?
well, I am very active on LinkedIn, so could connect with me on LinkedIn. Other than that, I do respond equally with regards to cell phone and email and texting. I do have my cell phone and my email on my contact and on LinkedIn, so I'm very easy to get a hold of.
Great, great. I'm going to have that information here on the ticker just below. You can get a hold of Jeff here at the phone number is listed. Also, the email that we provide is also there as well. And check him out on LinkedIn. I'd love for my network to get to know you. And I appreciate you coming on the show, Jeff, because I really appreciate the work that you do, and I think businesses are only going to get better as they increase their efficiencies in the way they work. So I wish you the best of luck too, Jeff. Hopefully, when I'm in Colorado sometime soon, I'll look you up.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Jeff. Thanks so much, and I hope you thaw out soon.
Okay, thank you so much, Oscar.